brush, or we can use part of their diet as a reward too. Each animal gets a very specific amount of food that's determined by our veterinarians based on how much they weigh, how old they are, how long they are, and there are other measurements too. So they'll get that diet no matter what throughout the day, and then we also resort to those other types of fun rewards too. One of my favorite things that we can use to reinforce our animals with is Jell-O, and we use it a lot of times in our playtimes here, like you're seeing with Milani, Malia, and Makayo. It's not the same type of Jell-O like you guys would eat, but it doesn't have any flavor to it, doesn't have any sugar in it. We can add different food coloring to make it different colors, but they love this Jell-O. We can make it different textures, so depending on how much water we add into it, sometimes it can be very hard, kind of like a Jell-O jiggler. Sometimes it can be a little bit softer. And one of my favorite things to do with their toys is we can take some of their favorite toys and combine them together by using the Jell-O as glue. We just won't put very much water in it, kind of acts as an adhesive. And then it becomes a puzzle, so they have to figure out how to take those toys apart, and then they also get to eat the Jell-O too. So it's one of my favorite ways that we can interact with them. And they're so good about cooperating with each other. Certainly, they enjoy playing solo sometimes if they have a favorite toy, but it's so cool to watch them work together as a group to figure out how to get these toys apart, and then it's really neat to see them interacting too. That's a great shot of Makayo over here. Now look really closely at Makayo, and if the other animals come a little bit closer too, you'll see each killer whale looks a little bit different. I know it's kind of tough for you guys to tell them apart when you're meeting them for the first time, but they all look a little bit different. You can definitely tell their size is different. He's a lot smaller than the other two girls. His coloration's a little bit different. Younger killer whales are not the striking white and black coloration. When they're first born, they're more of a brown and tan color, and that's something that helps them to camouflage really well in their mother's shadows, and then as they get a little bit more mature, Makayo will be a lot more white and black. But for now, he's got a little bit more growing left to do here. Milani, who again is over here on the left-hand side, I think it's so pretty on one of her eye patches, the white patch on the side of her face. Over here on her right side, she has these 3 little black streaks. I don't know if you guys can see it over here. It almost looks like she has eyelashes. And that's one thing that I can look at her to tell her apart.